Hello, welcome to Retro Cheese Review. Today I'm doing something a little bit different for the holidays. I've already released my holiday special where I was going through Garfield Christmas with my friend John. But today I thought I would do something that is a YouTube shill thing just to get views and do a tier list of holiday movies. Kind of fits into the channel, and you kids might like it and subscribe, or you adults even. Who knows? So yeah, this is going to be a list of my favorite holiday movies, kind of ranked. I couldn't fit all the holiday movies, so if there's holiday movies that are classics, because this is a retro channel, I'm trying to do, the 90, late 90s backwards, so not really doing, the 2000s. That's why Elf isn't on here, or Santa's Sleigh, which is the greatest Christmas movie of all time because it came out just a couple years ago. But really, I'm just trying to do more classic, Christmas movies that I enjoyed, and kind of ranking them. Honestly, I'm not sure why there's an E tier on this list. I just grabbed this random generic tier list online. For those of you who aren't used to tier list, I know that there's a rank above A. This is going kind of by the Japanese, ranking system of satisfactory or success or whatever it is, where S is like the highest tier. Some of you may argue with this tier list. Go ahead and leave hate comments, argue with me, disagree with me, but some of these, aren't the greatest movies. There won't be a lot of really low-ranked ones because these are Christmas classics. So I went through these movies. Are going to include Gremlins. Yes, that is a Christmas movie. You can argue with me all you want, but it takes place on Christmas. Charlie Brown Christmas, the Rudolph special. We got my three favorite Christmas Carol iterations, which are Scrooged, Muppet Christmas Carol, and then Mickey's Christmas Carol. We've got the Arnold Schwarzenegger classic, Jingle All the Way. We've got Home Alone, the original Grinch Stole Christmas. It's a Wonderful Life, Tim Allen's crazy, the Santa Claus movie, not any of his horrible sequels or the crazy, TV show. We've got the original Frosty the Snowman, Christmas Vacation, Die Hard, which is technically a Christmas movie. I know there's an internet debate about it, so who knows, is it not? We've got my personal favorite, Garfield Christmas, so you'll know where that gets ranked. And then we have A Christmas Story, the original classic Christmas story. So diving into the rankings, first, of course, I'm putting Gremlins, as S tier. It's Gremlins. It's an amazing classic movie. I'm probably going to review the sequel on this channel at some point. It's not cheesy enough to review it, in my opinion, because it's perfect, and I would say nothing, but great things about it. But yeah, it's, classic movie. You got, great actors. You got, classic actress, Phoebe Cates in it. You got the dog. You got, the Gremlins. You get the best part, which is Gizmo. You get a very sad story about Christmas, from Phoebe Cates' character. S tier movie. If you haven't seen it, then what's wrong with you? Next, I'm going to put Charlie Brown Christmas as an A tier. I know it's a classic, it just doesn't quite hit S tier for me. If I'm trying to get rid of the lenses of nostalgia. It's, of course, it's great. It has a great message. It's got the song, it's got the Snoopy dance, all of that. Getting next, we've got Rudolph. And I'm actually going to drop this one to C tier. It's, it would be lower if it wasn't for nostalgia. I bumped it up to a C. Please don't give me hate. It's an old classic, but rewatching it doesn't hold up as well as it did. It's just got some nice music. It's fun. It's great for kids, but it's not nearly the same level as some of these movies. It is great, stop motion or clay animation, that kind of thing. But let's be honest. It's just it's a standard kids movie. Scrooged. So I'm putting that as a B tier. Great, funny film. Not the greatest, Christmas movie, but, great, funny Bill Murray film. Bill Murray, kind of a douchebag, but hilarious guy. Love all the movies he's in, even if he is kind of a jerk. But, hilarious movie, still the same. Great, original telling of the Christmas story. I love all the different versions of the Christmas story. One of my personal favorites is the Doctor Who one, but I did not put this on here because it didn't, kind of fit into this. Then we've got Muppet Christmas Carol, my personal favorite version of A Christmas Carol, because it's the Muppets, who doesn't love Muppet Christmas Carol. Mickey's Christmas Carol, short and sweet, but I'm giving it, a B tier. It is only like a 20-minute movie, but it's a cute, movie. It introduces Scrooge McDuck, and it's, nice little fun, retelling of A Christmas Carol, but with all the Disney characters. We've got the 90s classic Jingle All the Way. Now, if I look at this movie objectively, I'm giving it a D, because let's be honest, this movie is crazy. It's not that good. I still love it for just the Arnold Schwarzenegger craziness and the classic, Christmas, 90s movie. But objectively, kind of looking at it, it's not the greatest Christmas movie of all time, let's be honest. Arnold Schwarzenegger's really not that good of an actor. It's, not got much of a plot. I'd have to rewatch it to really dive into it too much, but it kind of falls apart. It's him just trying to get, his kid a toy, and, hilarity ensues. It's not Arnold's best movie. For that, we got, Kindergarten Cop. Next, we've got the A tier, Home Alone. Home Alone and its sequel, amazing, classic Macaulay Culkin. Psychotic kid has robbers come over on Christmas, and, because he's locked, not locked, he's in his house alone because his parents, forgot him on vacation, and, it's just him ruining Joe Pesci and the other actors, life for a half hour towards the end of the movie. It's a hilarious movie, great, holiday classic. How can you not love it? If you don't love it, put a comment, and I will disagree with you. I will argue with you. This belongs in the A tier. We have the holiday classic, The Grinch That Stole Christmas. I love this movie. I wasn't as big of a fan of the remakes as, even the Jim Carrey one or the more recent ones, as a lot of people are. But I mean, who doesn't love the old, classic, cartoon with reading off, the Dr. Seuss, book, and just kind of going through. Loved this as a kid. Teaches you a lesson. Don't be a dick. Your heart will grow, and then you'll die of an enlarged heart. Next, we have the holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. The most overrated Christmas movie of all time. Some history, was a failure at the box office. It was a horrible movie. It died into obscurity. No one would have known about it, except for some TV executive lazily picked it up the reruns because it was cheap, and started putting it, on, because they didn't have anything else to play during Christmas time, and then suddenly it got picked up as well. This is what we watched during Christmas. If you actually watch it, it's really not a good movie. The guy just screws up a little bit at work, and then his life's going to be ruined. If anything, it's just a big, thing on capitalism of his friends all have to donate because he had a screw up at work. I don't know. And he's going to kill himself over some, I screwed up at work and now I'm going to kill myself. I'm Jimmy Stewart. Oh, it's not a good movie. Come on. Let's be honest with ourselves. The best version of it is the American Dad, It's a Wonderful Life special, which does it, you can argue with me about this, but Seth MacFarlane does as Stan Smith, does a way better job than Jimmy Stewart ever could. Just, you're all going to probably argue with me on this, but if you objectively watch it again, it's not a good movie. Next, we have The Santa Claus. I'm going to give this a D. Not a big Tim Allen fan. I liked it when I watched it, but rewatching it, it's just not that good. Tim Allen's kind of a dick, so I probably rated it lower than I should have because, I don't like Tim Allen. But really, he was the worst part of the movie. He's not that good of an actor. I'm just saying. He held it back. The elf, the couple of elves in it were the best actors in it. And I don't know. It was a tired plot, and it just didn't do that well, and they've milked it with 5 sequels and a TV series. Okay, next getting to the Frosty the Snowman special, and I'm going to put this kind of like the Rudolph special. It's fun little animation, some, nice songs and everything. It's a nice classic. It's nothing to write home about. It's good because, it's the old original, Next, we're getting into Christmas Vacation. Well, let me find there we go. So I'm going to give this an A tier. All the National Lampoon's, vacation movies were great. Chevy Chase kind of falls into the line of Bill Murray, that he's kind of a jerk, but from things, that everyone has said, but he's still funny. those movies are hilarious, and Christmas Vacation's the classic, and I think Randy Quaid also is the funniest part of this movie, as well as he's in Vegas Vacation and he's hilarious. I mean, it's got Randy Quaid, as an idiot redneck. Why wouldn't you love that? It's also got Julie Louis-Dreyfus, as the annoyed neighbor. She's hilarious. It's all in all, it's a classic. You can't not love it. Next is the controversial, is it a Christmas movie? Die Hard. I'm going to rank this in an A tier. I would put Die Hard in an S tier if I was ranking it as an action movie, but as a Christmas movie, I'm giving it A tier. It's Die Hard, might not agree that it's a Christmas movie, but it's a damn good movie. It's classic Bruce Willis, the first Die Hard, and then the one with Samuel L. Jackson in it. I always forget if that's 3 or 4. They're both amazing movies. And then somehow we got a couple of really crappy ones, including the one with Justin Long that we don't like to talk about. But the first one's amazing. It's got Bruce Willis killing Snape by throwing him off a tower with an explosion. So how can you not love that? And it takes place during Christmas, so it's a Christmas movie. Then S tier, my personal favorite of Garfield Christmas. I could rant about how amazing this is for half an hour. You could actually watch me do that. I'm going to link that video at the end of this one. Just, it's a perfect, childhood Christmas movie. It's only like 20 minutes. It's a small special, but it's just kind of like Charlie Brown Christmas. It's a classic. And if I'm going to be more biased, that's the reason I put Charlie Brown Christmas as A and Garfield as S. Realistically, they should probably both be somewhere between the two, but it's just personal bias that Garfield Christmas is, it's amazing. It's Garfield Christmas. Check it out. And finally, A Christmas Story, the classic You Shot Your Eye Out. Please don't hate me. I still love watching this one for the nostalgia, but I'm putting it somewhere between B and C. At the end of the day, it's kind of a boring movie. I didn't really like it as a kid. It's got a lot of classic lines, classic things. It's the reason why every stupid kid has stuck their tongue to like a pole during, the holidays. So this movie has probably caused many people to have severe tongue injuries. I even had a friend in college that did that as a college student. And trust me, it's not a good thing. They end up having a very damaged tip of their tongue and they can get, injured. It's the classic You Shot Your Eye Out. There's a lot of great little things with that. At the end of the day, it somehow, even before it was a nostalgic movie, it rides on nostalgia, a lot like It's a Wonderful Life, Rudolph and Frosty. It's a good movie, but it relies heavily on nostalgia. Well, that is my Christmas special tier list. If you disagree with me, leave some comments. If you agree, leave some comments. Add some suggestions of what you'd like to see. If you enjoyed this type of content, the tier list content, let me know. I can do more of this. If you absolutely hated it, let me know, and I'll never do it again. Either way, like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.